I like it when the bars are like stuck in the middle. It's like, hold on. Okay, let's go. Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Hard West on Nintendo Switch. Or like Dark West. What the fuck? Why is this so goddamn dark? What? There's no gamma? Come on, man. The game's like... The game is like jet black. There's no gamma? I mean, here's the thing. How can you look at that and go, yeah, that looks okay. I mean, at least run your game on a system outside of your development kit. Let's see, your journey on the Oregon Trail is halted by the harsh realities of the West. Oh, we're gonna die from dysentery? Oh, it's Oregon Trail. Oh, okay. You find temporary solace in the gold trade, but bad times are just around the corner. Soon you will be forced to make choices that will shape your destiny forever. Okay. Challenge but fair. You know, that's some bullshit. What's these other things mean to me? Oh, that's cool. There's modifiers for the game. Really from 1 damage, you suffer an injury. Ooh, jeez. Cards of Destiny. Full deck. Starts the with a complete set of all ability cards unavailable in the main story. In the main campaign. Well... I mean, let's see how bad it is before I start cheating on it. Iron Man, your characters gain debuffs when damaged badly. Over time, they grow stronger for the experience. That doesn't sound like something bad. Is there something wrong with turning that on? Combat injuries. When a critical character is killed, you will have to start the scenario from scratch. Oh, jeez. Let's see what playing Jane is like.
The Old West was a hard place. The only thing in abundance was poverty and firearms.
That looks more like a hanging.
Combine alcohol and hopelessness with greed, envy, lust, and pride, and death is often the result. Crude cabins stood alone in the wilderness, cut off from the outside world. People knew to mind their own business, but isolated, they grew ignorant and superstitious. Some said the devil walked the earth, said lost souls haunted and possessed the living, pushing them past the edge of sanity. In this harsh and dangerous country, no one had it easy, including your family. You were 6 years old when you traveled the Oregon Trail with your mother and father. Food was scarce, and your father, despite being a fine tracker and a crack shot, failed to find any game. It was as if every animal on the trail was spooked by some evil force.
Yeah, all the goddamn people.
Your old man found a small village and tried to trade equipment for food. But this village was overrun by outlaws. They took your mother and decided to trade you and your father to white slavers. But he managed to break free, told you to hide, and set out to save her.
I took mother away. Could father still save her? Do you want to play the tutorial? We promise it's short and useful. Yeah, let's do it. Hard West is turn-based. You start. In this mission, your father must rescue your mother, who's been kidnapped by evil men. You can only move within the range indicated. Oh, it's XCOM in the West. Cover is indicated by shield icons. Always stay in cover. There is half cover and full cover. Full cover provides the best protection. You have detected an enemy. All characters marked with red shield icons are enemies. The enemy is out of cover, so your shot will be very effective. Let's see. Yeah, shoot the target with the active weapon. Yeah, let's do it. Dumbass. Most actions require action points. Each character starts combat with 2 APs. Shooting typically uses all remaining APs. When all of your characters are out of APs, the enemy turn starts. Each character has a certain amount of luck. High luck protects from enemy shots, but when they miss, luck is depleted. When enemies are in cover, bypass their protection by flanking them. Short. Remember to reload often. Many weapons reload only a couple of rounds at a time. Let's see. In broad daylight, you can locate enemies by their shadows. You can even shoot them if you have an unobstructed line of fire. Some materials, like cloth or foliage, can be shot through. When you have a line of fire but no line of sight, your chance to hit is reduced. Well, yeah, I would hope so. Why would I maybe make an attempt there? I just don't you see? Okay, well, whatever. Ooh, you ran out of luck and are bound to be shot. You must take better cover. You can use objects in the environment to create more effective cover. I can, but I can't reach there. Can I? It's gonna let me. Use objects in the environment to create. The red bar shows your hit points. When hit, your luck is partially replenished. You have several abilities at your disposal. Some abilities require luck. Press 3 shots with a -20 aim penalty. That's it for the tutorial. You're on your own now. Reload. Should probably move on it. That's a better cover. Yeah. Oh, can I just end my turn? where's the end turn button? There's no button. Really? I'm just gonna walk out here right in broad daylight. Yeah, okay, sure. That seems like a great idea.
She was nowhere to be found. He saw the box. What was in it?
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh.
The simple wooden box contained a head. Your mother's head. Afterwards, your father found one of the gunmen still alive. The dying man rambled on about some unholy obligation, about promises made by the devil himself, and the rewards they would find in hell.
It's a supernatural Western game, I guess?
You and your father were alive, but all your supplies were destroyed. No way you'd make it to Oregon now.
Ah, it's not great.
Your father decided to stay put and build a life right there. Many years passed, and you grew up. You became a man.
So the two of you took over the ruined railroad company buildings and tried your hands at farming. Okay. The soil was dry and the land was dangerous. You spent 10 long years scratching out an existence from the dirt. Now you're grown. You figured the two of you should try for Oregon again. It's what Mother would have wanted. Gold. Who would have thought they'd find it here? And just when you needed cash for your journey. Time to strike it rich and get out of town before the outlaws and madmen show up. They always do. The masked man controlled all the gold mining. His henchmen sold you a license that let you run 9 prospecting operations. Location become available. Neighbor's house, Meadow Church. Do I have to go to neighbor's house? Mine gold until your license runs out. Assuming I don't mine gold at my neighbor's church. Or my neighbor's house. Everyone said there was placer gold down in the ditch, but most of it was buried deep under hard rock. Anyways, the placer gold costs $15. Consider using unconventional extraction methods. You rinse the placer gold. Once my unconventional methods were effective but expensive, first need to obtain or rent the proper tools. How much choice then? $15 gone. You collect placer gold deposits by rinsing gravel and sand in a flat metal pan. You notice a young native woman with a basket picking flowers and carefully selecting herbs. Initially startled by your arrival, she then offered you healing herbs for sale. $35 for healing herbs. You inspect the buy the herbs for $35. You inspect the basket, but decide to seek out healing plants yourself instead. Yeah, I don't want to buy that shit. Observant and lucky, you pick the correct herbs. Alright, neighbor's house, you have gold. I should shoot your ass up. It looked like the nearby farmhouse was inhabited. Paid them a visit, and they turned out to be kind people. You exchanged pleasantries and the customary promises to help one another. More importantly, you met Florence, their beautiful, kind-hearted daughter. All you exchanged were a few glances, but you found yourself smitten. She's the only girl around. not interested in prospecting themselves, the neighbors tipped you off about a couple promising spots.
From the day you first laid eyes on Florence, she was all you could think about. It wasn't just desire that she inspired in you. It was the way she saw the best in you, the way she made you feel.
In your dick, yeah. Let's see. Forge shaft, damp mine, prospecting. Prospectors camp, collapse mine. Collapse mine, that sounds safe. Let's see here. Let's see. The shaft has been thoroughly explored in the hard rock depth, but not much apart from that. Is the place you're going? Is it worth it? I don't know. I don't really gain much from it. Damn mine. Must be talking about Florence. The mine looked like its hard rock depths were still untouched. There was probably gold down there. Let's see. It costs too much to do that. I mean, yeah, wow. You can't $5. It's 40 bucks, yeah. Yeah, let's go for the safest place, huh? Sounds good. You've heard about this place. A rich mine collapsed years ago on top of a bunch of miners, burying them alive. Their wives and children still decorate the entrance with flowers. It looked like you could squeeze in, maybe get some of the gold they found. Might not have been the smartest thing to do, but you go in, yeah, sure. As you reached the first opening, you found a skeleton with its legs crushed into a boulder. You wonder if he bled out before he died first. Died of thirst. His shirt, though stained, was still intact and of very good quality. Yeah, let's keep going. The next cavern was cramped and full of stale air. You found a little gold, but still not much. Let's move onwards. So much, yeah. Wounded and weary, you eventually reached the end of the farthest tunnel, and there inside, a massive stash of gold. The air must have poisoned you because, as you went to pick it up, you hallucinated a tall man in a suit, smiling and smoking. As you turned to leave, he said, "Just so we're clear, that's mine, but you can borrow it a while." As all too much is, and you head back to the surface. As you inched your way back to the sunlight, you heard a low rumbling all around you. You hurried, hands trembling, heavy drops of sweat rolling down your face. You had just emerged, blinking into the sunlight, when the mine collapsed behind you. Okay, let's go to the over here. Yeah. Prospectors, led by Alexander Kane, had been collecting gold using rinsing pads. Kane had vast knowledge of placer gold retrieving techniques. You learned simple techniques for placer gold rinsing for $100. Or advanced for $200. You learned master rinsing. Let's be a cheapskate. Learn how to create and operate your own rocker box. News about gold spread overnight. Several nearby homestead settlements were raided. Father worried you wouldn't make it on your own. He figured you would need protection. You disagreed, but went along with his decision for the last time. For the last time, Father. Now, stubborn man. Location has become available. Trade outpost. Or Mexican town. trade outpost. The proprietor was eager to exchange goods with you. You got to bartering. Let's see, the legal tender in the Old West cash. Six-shooter. Saying goes, God made men, but the six-shooter made them equal. Panic damage 4, heat 1. Damage versus half cover 2. Damage versus full cover 1. That's what I have. What does he have? The same thing? Let's see, double shotgun. Tobacco. Trying to heal herbs. Sturdy shoes. Sturdy shoes? This is one confusing ass way. Can I buy this stuff? This will revert your offer. No, don't revert my offer. What's that raise tonight? Holy shit, this interface sucks balls. Mexican said he'd help you split your gold money with him. He left you a bunch of guns, some empty blessings, and a promise to send a kiddo to help you out. Send the homestead. The bandits were coming. It was the hour of reckoning. It took up defensive positions. Card selection. Ten of spades, ability, ricochet. Red Joker, no ability on its own, but Joker served as wild cards for making better hands. I guess we should just go to combat now. You were well armed and prepared to defend your home from the bad men. Bad men! If Cheech dies, it'll cost you $200. Enemies have been alerted your father and Warren must survive. That sucks. Listen up. For. So far away. Just covered that good. Are you serious? It looks pretty open to me. I mean, oh, your movement options really aren't that great. Oh, nice shooting, Tex. You're right fucking in front of him, you dumb shit. Wow, where'd you come from? Were you taking food? That stinks. He got me through there. Are you serious? If only your prospecting was lucky enough, you could get on the Oregon Trail again. Everybody dies from dysentery there anyway. Don't worry about it. After the shootout, though you survived the attack, Father was worried. He said you should build an underground escape tunnel in case of another attack, but he also wanted you to call the shots. That's a good idea for $200. Yeah, sure. Father said he'd take care of the materials and construction. Meanwhile, the bandits were attacking elsewhere. You ran to make sure Florence was safe. Florence's parents did survive the raid. You found her among the dead. Weeping, she followed you home and never left. She never spoke of it, but brought fresh flowers to their house in their memory every week. While you were gone, your father had a visitor, a well-dressed gentleman with a peculiar accent who seemed to appear out of nowhere. His magnificent cologne almost concealed his curious sulfur aroma. Could he be... No, that was madness. The gentleman was quite persuasive, convincing Father to spend most of his cash on a lucky amulet. He was fed up with struggling, running scared from bandits, crime lords, and the weather. He wanted the prospecting business to take off and fast. Still, though, Father seemed loath to discuss the matter. He downplayed the power of the trinket, insisting it probably wouldn't work. Still, things improved. Father swiftly found new digging sites, and extraction was efficient. Soon, he was able to buy a better mining license. I mean, look at this. Look at this menu system. It's just shit everywhere. This is not well thought out. I mean, at least not for a console. I guess all that kind of works if you have a mouse and a keyboard. But even then, that's just a mess. No, well, I'm assuming it auto saves since I have no other options there. This is audap. You've been watching Hard West on Nintendo Switch. I think it's a little rough, but the overall gameplay is pretty solid. Like I said, the movement options aren't really great. It's certainly no XCOM. I mean, nowhere near that. But I think even with the warts, it still managed to be fun. The story is obviously going to be a little weird. There's going to be some supernatural elements thrown in there. But I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.